Ask Alex.
Well, I agree with a bit of what Giles said. I agree that the handling of the crises was bad, especially the Pincher episode. I think that the government blundered the explanations of what had gone on there and the apologies, which were well overdue, very badly. And that's before we even discussed the substance of managing someone who palpably was a troubled soul. I'm just saying they managed the situation very badly. So I concede that part, what Giles says, absolutely. I also concede that by the time he resigned, Boris did have to go, and that's where we part ways, because I think Boris had to go because people had resigned in such large numbers that it was just impossible to remain in post anymore, and I think they were wrong to do so. I think that Boris Johnson was a perfectly plausible Prime Minister. I thought he was doing a good job, and indeed I was doing the media round up until this morning. I was like the last Japanese soldier on my island, carrying on the good fight, urging the Prime Minister to carry on. Now, in hindsight, I think it was inevitable by the time the pressure had built up to the extent it did that he resigned this morning, but I still regret it. I think that he's been done in the end by people who never gave him a chance, and some of whom never forgiven him for Brexit, some of whom are in the media, some of whom are in the Tory party. My point is none of them had the spark to produce the kind of electoral success that Boris Johnson did. And I'm going on a bit, so just one more point. Just before we came on air, Colin Brazier was interviewing a guy from the Northern Echo who asked the question, what will the ramifications for your patch be? Responded, quite frankly, well, first of all, great legacy for Boris Johnson in the North, and levelling up really meant something, removing civil servants and moving jobs, much more than any Prime Minister had done. And secondly, by the way, they'll lose all those seats back. All those red wall seats that Boris Johnson won for the Conservative Party, they'll go back. All the things we've heard about individual mandates and people winning seats on their own, and we don't have a presidential system, the frank view from the Northern Echo was we had those seats for as long as Boris Johnson was there, and they'll now all go back again. Probably true.
Go back.